Morning, guys. So today is Saturday, 23rd of November 2019. It is parkrun day, but today I decided not to do it because it's raining and my stomach's hurting a bit and I'm feeling lazy. So instead of parkrun, I decided to do a Q&A on a running related subjects. I had a few questions from you guys, some questions from my friends' family, so I thought I might as well just go ahead and answer them all. So the first question I had is, what got me into running? So I remember years and years back, my husband used to run with his dad every Sunday. They would go to Cannock Chase, who used to live back in Stafford, and they will go for a long 1.5 hour run pretty much every Sunday. And at one point, my mother-in-law suggested, why don't we go for a little run together? So I laughed in her face and I said, Granny, no chance. I don't think I'd even last 5 minutes. But the seed was planted, and a few days later, I was researching running apps. And eventually, after a couple of months' time or so, we did go for our own Sunday run. I think I did some run walks with her. I definitely did some run walks with my mum as well. So yeah, it started off with just that little suggestion, and I never looked back. And I'm forever grateful to Kate for starting me off to my mother-in-law. Next question I had is, when was my first ever run? Well, this app, Run Walk app, I've downloaded. It was sometime in June 2012. That's when I started delving into it. Yeah, and the app literally would tell me into my earphones when to start walking, when to start running, breathe, that sort of thing. It was really quite good. So yes, but my first ever non-stop run was on the 2nd of August 2012. And I ran 12 minutes per mile. It was quite slow. I did just over 3 miles and it took me 41 minutes. So I was very slow, but that was my first ever run non-stop. So I was very pleased with myself. I was very happy. I felt like I was almost a runner. Next question is, when and why did I decide to do my first event? So again, my husband and his dad, they do Stafford Half Marathon every single year. And that just would scare the bejesus out of me to even think that I would sign up one day. So whilst I was doing my 10-20 minute runs at a time, I found some groups on Facebook. There are some really nice groups for run motivation, and I got into Run Mummy Run, because I'm a mummy and I run, Run Bitch Run, and Run for Fun. So all of these are really quite good, very encouraging, people chatting, talking, uploading their runs. And in those groups, I have also realized that you can do virtual events, virtual runs, either over a longer period of time, like throughout the months you have to do so many miles, or you just do 10K or half marathon or marathon. I might actually do a marathon with them one day. Never ever done a marathon yet. Not planning to either, really. So on those virtual ones, I think I've done my first 10K events and my half marathon event in there as well. And then after you, basically what you do is you run whether you want to do, you apply first, then you run the 10K or half marathon distance, and then you submit your run, whether it's on Nike or Strava or something else. You just send them the pictures, you send them your data, and 2-3 days after that you get a nice shiny medal in the post. And I remember I had like a little butterfly one, a stopper for wine, One of them was, yeah, some really fun medals you get there. So yeah, I did a few of those just to build my confidence up before the real event. And my first ever real event was Stafford Half. I did it with my husband, with my father-in-law. They didn't wait for me. I was the lastest one. Well, the last, not the lastest out of everybody, but the lastest one out of my family. And it took me 2 hours, 2.5 hours, I think, to complete it. Now I average between 2:15 and 2:25, and I just can't get any faster than that. But I'm happy with it. And of course, whenever I can sort the childcare out, I do park runs. Lately, I've been doing more and more park runs now that the kids are a little bit older, easier to sort out, and they are fun and they're still very good events to go to. Only 5K, takes about 30-40 minutes. Yeah, get involved, people. It's very good. Next question is, have you lost lots of weight with running? Now, when I first started running in 2012, I wasn't much bigger than what I am now. So I started running not really to lose weight, but just to get stronger, to get fitter, that sort of thing. So not long after I started running, I fell pregnant with my son, and before that I had a miscarriage. So when I got pregnant with my son, I decided not to run too much through my pregnancy. I was too scared. So yes, I started to pile on the weight then. When we decided to have kids with husband, we always knew we wanted two kids together, quite close, so that they can play together, they can go to school together, more or less, and they can get back to work. I was a driving instructor back then, and staying at home for too long didn't appeal to me. But I also knew that I didn't want somebody else looking after my children. So having them close together was the best solution. And that's why, after I've had my son, I didn't feel too concerned about losing weight straight away, because I knew we'll be trying for another kid quite soon. And just 18 months down the line, my beautiful monster of a baby girl came out, and even then I wasn't even thinking. Well, I knew that after my third child, yeah, that'll be the time to start losing weight, to start concentrating on my body. But with all my three kids, I had C-sections, so I had to heal up there first. And breastfeeding, I didn't feel like I needed to rush into anything, so I just enjoyed my little babies, enjoyed my life. Um, and by that point, I got to my heaviest weight. It was 80 kilograms I was weighing, which is size 18 dress size. So I did get quite large. Um, I knew what I was doing. I knew I was getting fat with all of my children, and I knew the time will come to lose all that weight again. Which it did after I decided to stop breastfeeding my last one. I thought, well, that enough is enough. Now is the time to get myself sorted. I wasn't rushing into it. I went back onto my walk run app. Started from the very beginning. Um, and I also joined Les Mills on Demand program, which is an app, and then you can stream it onto your TV, and it's all Les Mills classes like body pump, uh, like different classes that you do in the gym, but it's basically on demand in your home. You put it on TV and off it goes for you. And it's really fun to do it with your kids. I did it for years. They loved it. I loved it. And when you want a bit more of a workout, you do it when they're asleep, maybe, to give yourself extra space. So yes, I was mentally prepared to get myself sorted by that point, and that's what happened. Next question is, where do you shop for your running stuff? I do like my running stuff. I have a bag full of it, I think, lots. Too many leggings, too many tops. My favoriteest place to go shopping for running bits is TK Maxx. We have one here locally. You can get some really nice bright, some quirky, some nice things there, and you can try them on. But when I'm pushed for time, when I'm working flat out, when the kids are climbing on top of me, all over the place, Amazon is the best thing. So you can read all the reviews there. I try to leave the reviews myself to help other shoppers. Easy, the returns are so much easy, so easy with Prime. Box in, send off, done. I tried to shop on eBay a couple of times, but there's always a misdemeanor. Either the sizing's wrong or the feel of the materials like itchy and horrible, and then they want pictures of the things, what is wrong with them, lots of questions, and then you have to pay to send it back, and then you're hardly left with any refund left after that. So Prime is my favorite thing, Amazon Prime or TK Maxx. The reason I like TK Maxx because of the quirkiness, but I like Prime because you search for exactly the thing that you want, like pockets on your leggings or raised back or whatever, you specifically get what you want, whereas TK Maxx might not stock something that you're specifically looking for at that time. Yes, so that answers that. Next question is, what are my favorite colors to run in? So my favorite color is purple. So I do like my purple tops. I like pink as well. I like bright colors. I like to be seen. Even when I was quite large, I just didn't care. However, when I plan to run at work, I already stand out like a sore thumb in my running gear. So I tend to stick to blacks and greys. Even my trainers are black. So yes, so I'm not too much laughed at by all the blokes. It's already, quite a male orientated environment, and then there's me coming out in bright pink everything. It's just crazy. I'm not that crazy. Maybe one day. Next question. How many miles have I ran last month? Okay, so October I ran 18.5 miles altogether. And in November, I ran 13.5 miles so far, but I still got a week left, so I might get it to 18. I don't know yet. I will let you know. Next question, have I had any injuries? No, sometimes I get a sore knee, really. Sore hips after my long walks, but no, not really any injuries. I think it's because I tend to run slow. Maybe that's why I'd rather slow down. Thanks. I'd rather slow down than push myself too hard and make my ligaments all over the place. Even though I would prefer to go faster, that's not my aim. I'd rather stay healthy and strong and without injuries. How do you stay motivated when you don't want to run? Right, well, first of all, it really helps being dressed, being ready for a run, even if I'm not sure if that day I will get a chance to run. I still go to work in my running outfits, just for a chance, just in case there is a little chance that I might just get out. If I do need a break, I'm at work, I'm ready to run, I'm dressed, and I still don't want to run, I try and tell myself, I'll just get out for just 10 minutes. 10-minute run is not going to kill me. Even if it's raining, even if it's cold, I say to myself, 10 minutes is all I'm going to do. And chances are I get out of there and I do 15 or I do 20. If I really, really, really don't want to do a run, even after telling myself I'm just going to go for 10 minutes, or I'm in pain, or my stomach hurts, or anything like that, or my legs aching, I still get out, try to get out, even if it's just a walk. So it's all in your head, really. It's all in your mentality. So I just try to tell myself those little things, and chances are they work. Most of the time they do work. Very rarely I will stay in the truck and be lazy and do nothing. And final question is, when is my next race? So my next race, I've already signed up to Stafford Half Marathon, and that will be in March 2020. So to prepare for that race, I run as much as I can. I try to run twice a week, maybe 3 times a week on my Nike app, Nike Run app. There is what do you call it? There's like a plan they can make for yourself. You put the race day of when your race is happening, and then the app generates you the runs that you should be doing up until that day. It's really good. I don't stick to it 100%, but at least it gives me the idea of how many miles I should be running for before my race that particular week. So when it's really cold and when I feel like I don't want to be running too much, or I'm feeling lazy, I at least try to get myself into the gym, even if it's for half an hour, even if it's just to do some weights or just to go on elliptical or stair step. I quite like stair step lately. So yes, I try to be prepared. I try to put the miles in, but we'll see how I get on. Still got a few months until that happens. So if you have any more questions, put a comment down. I will answer them next time. Any ideas, any comments, thumbs up and subscribe. See you next time.